But did you know that the cloud market is over $1.5 trillion? That is to say that a lot of companies across different countries are rapidly adopting cloud technologies. Yes, there is over a 25% increase in the demand of cloud services, and not just cloud services, but cloud platforms. I know you're probably wondering if it is worth it for you to start a career in cloud computing. Whether a newbie or a pro looking out to transition from one role to the other, in this video, I'll be sharing with you whether it is necessary to start a career in cloud computing. You want to watch this video to the end to learn some key tips which I'll be sharing in respect to the cloud industry. Hi and welcome to Devops with Mike. In this channel, I share a lot of resources around DevOps and cloud computing, how you can start a career in cloud computing and DevOps, how you can ace your DevOps and cloud computing interviews, and of course, how you can become an effective cloud or DevOps professional. Now, let's begin looking at the cloud computing trends. Before the COVID era, there were a lot of companies that used to have their resources being managed on-premise without the need of managing some of the resources remotely. But with the advent of COVID in 2020, a lot of companies had restrictions of some of their employees coming on-site or restrictions in delivering some of their services on-site. And that is why from 2020 to 2022, there was a rapid increase in the demand of cloud-related services. A lot of new companies expanded their availability online, and with that expansion, there was now a need for cloud platforms. And that is why you see from 2020 to 2022 and even up to now, there is still a lot of cloud talk. Now, in this time, AI is one of the key drivers in the technological space, and one of the key technologies behind artificial intelligence is cloud computing. Now, if you check, you see that NVIDIA has entered into a lot of partnership with some of these cloud companies or cloud providers, enforcing the need for some cloud-related skills. So, cloud computing from the time of COVID up to now, which is the AI era, still remains a relevant component which a lot of companies are using in doing their deployments for their critical applications. Now, why cloud computing seems easy, or well, maybe because you've heard a lot of people talking about it, or because you see a lot of people posting videos about jobs and all of that, why it seems easy, but there are some little complexities around cloud computing. Cloud computing has several deployment models, or some companies are having hybrid, where they have resources on-premise and resources in the cloud. Some still have their resources on-premise in their own virtual private clouds, and others have maybe fully managed cloud services provided to them by Amazon Web Services or Microsoft Azure or whatever the case. So with these different deployment models, there are a lot of complexities around these cloud computing resources. And you may be interested in starting a career, you must know how to effectively manage resources between companies' on-premise data and companies' resources in the cloud. So there are some of these complexities that come with having resources managed through a cloud service provider. Now, a lot of people think that just having a certification alone is important. I've done one of the videos on giving you the importance of whether you should have a certification or not. Certifications, as many people think, is a doorway to getting a cloud job, but absolutely that is not just the only requirement. While certifications are important in demonstrating your experience with respect to these cloud computing skills, it is very important for you to actually gain a mastery of these skills. Take a given cloud platform, maybe Amazon Web Service, Microsoft Azure, Google Cloud, or any other cloud platform which you think is maybe of interest to you. Take a given cloud platform, invest time in understanding how to provision the resources of that given cloud platform. If you're interested in getting a job around the DevOps and cloud space, you must have a mastery on how to provision these services. And a lot of these cloud platforms have available resources. If you're interested in Amazon Web Service, Amazon Web Service has the Amazon Web Service Skill Builder that easily walks you through with no experience into mastering all the Amazon Web Service related components. The same thing with Microsoft Azure. They have the Microsoft Learn platform where you can effectively and adequately learn a lot around the cloud platform. So take some time to master some of the key intricacies around these given cloud platforms. Now, the skills for some people who learn cloud computing maybe in 2020 and probably are not getting jobs in 2024, they might be wondering what actually is happening. It's because the DevOps and cloud space is a continuous learning space. If you come into the industry, or you're interested in coming to the industry without the enthusiasm to learn new technologies, you find out that maybe you studying a particular technology in 2020 or you studying particular technology now, in the next 2 weeks, maybe 6 months or 1 year or 2 years, you see that even the cloud platforms, they have innovated. Some services that used to be available for some of these cloud platforms have been upgraded, changed, and so on. So there is a need for continuous learning around these cloud platforms. If you want to come in, you must be ready to continuously learn, going through documentations, doing a lot of projects, and familiarizing yourself around the different services which these cloud platforms offer. If you're not yet subscribed and this is your first time coming across my channel, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell for when next I do similar videos. Now you're wondering, why should you even consider learning cloud computing? Does cloud computing even limit you just to a particular or a single job? Absolutely not. Cloud computing gives you transferable skills that can be applied in different companies and in different job related roles. If you learn the skills around cloud computing, you find that there are a lot of job postings that have the skill sets which the cloud computing curriculum can offer you. You see jobs related to infrastructure management, you see jobs related to security, site reliability, and a lot more, architecting, management of entire cloud teams, and so on. So gaining cloud computing skills gives you the urge of learning transferable skills that are in demand in the industry. So if you're wondering if there's a reason for you to even start learning cloud computing, the first thing which I'll highlight to you is, first, cloud computing offers you transferable skills. You need these transferable skills in order for you to land a job. Well, if you want to actually land a job with the cloud computing skills. Now, the second thing is cloud computing is high in demand. The skills are high in demand. If you're building, for example, an AI platform, the AI platform might be using a cloud service provider. If you're building any application, most companies are even adding artificial intelligence features in their applications. And one of the key underlying backbone or technologies behind even artificial intelligence is the cloud platform. So the cloud skills is a high in demand skill. There's a high need for experts who manage these cloud platforms. And then, of course, cloud computing roles have very lucrative salaries. So if you want to be in a career where you'll be earning 6 figures in thousands of dollars, you should consider starting a career in cloud computing. And lastly, there is a possibility of career growth. In 2020, some people are doing jobs as cloud solutions architect. Later, you find them doing the jobs as maybe Devops engineers. After, you see them doing jobs as site reliability engineers. There's that possibility of career growth. Some even start with a given cloud, maybe Amazon Web Service, and before you know, they start doing Microsoft Azure. They are multi-cloud, they have infrastructure provisioning skills and all of that. So cloud computing gives you that possibility for career growth. So if you're wondering if it is worth it to begin a career in cloud computing, my absolute advice for you is to get started right away. And for you to get started, there are many ways to get started. You either go through a bootcamp, which is my most recommended way. You find a bootcamp offering Devops and cloud computing, enroll in the bootcamp, spend 6 months of your time, learn the skills which the bootcamp will offer to you. There are a lot of bootcamps which I'll recommend in the comment section. You want to check out that for recommended bootcamps. The second thing which I'll recommend for you is to continuously learn. Be in a community where you're learning some of these cloud platforms. Once you continuously learn through a bootcamp and you do a lot of transferable skills based hands-on projects, you find out that in 6 months to a year, you will be the next person having a cloud computing or a DevOps related role. Once again, if you're not yet subscribed to my channel, hit the subscribe button, like this video, leave a comment in the comment section if you want me to do any video that will be of help to you, and of course, see you in my next video.